Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 31st Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral John Richardson.
Well, good evening, everybody, and I'm proud to be here to be the presenter of the final award. But before I do, I'd like to just echo what Admiral Harvey said and just recognize the U.S. Navy Memorial and Vice Admiral Todashek for just an absolutely wonderful organization and a terrific dinner tonight. So I'd ask you all just to really give it up now for the team. And I've got to tell you, they do so much to honor the great history and the heritage of the sea services and the terrific men and women of the sea services, our United States Navy, and just God's work to be sure. There are also so many luminaries in the crowd. I will tell you, just listening to the accomplishments of our awardees tonight, you really feel like you have lived your life standing still. You know, I've been keeping my to-do list here, you know, write a symphony, okay, got it, you know, turn around a major corporation, you know, that's all in the bucket list there. Just an amazing, you know, cadre of leaders that have done so much to move our nation and our sea services forward. And it's just an absolute privilege to be among you tonight. I'd also like to recognize Senator Warner again. Senator, you and I have become just such fond friends, and I'm so grateful for everything that you've done for our Navy and our nation, for us personally. Just what a statesman and such a gracious person. So, Senator, thank you for being here tonight. And also like to recognize my friend and my mentor, my former boss, my sensei, Admiral John Harvey, former commander of U.S. Fleet Forces Command. Admiral Harvey, you know, the Navy Memorial could not be better served by having you serve on the board, sir, and thank you for so much. Although I will have to just take a few moments to address this Class of 73 matter, and we'll get to that in a little bit, okay? Listen, I am proud to introduce our Lone Sailor Award winner, Mr. Mike Petters, tonight. And he is a friend, a colleague, and a Naval Academy classmate of the class of 1982, which is, as the Vice Chief recognized, is the class that is moving to the front. And you know, Mike and I really do go way back. We were physics majors together. In fact, I would not be here today if Mike Petters hadn't helped me through all of that homework. And he carried me all the way through that time, all the way to graduation, and our paths have crossed many times. And you'll hear in the video presentation a number of things about Mike's career, but I will just highlight a few. You know, after Mike graduated, he became a submariner and spent 5 years in the submarine force serving on USS George Bancroft, SSBN 643, one of the original 41 for Freedom. And following that, he got his MBA from the College of William and Mary and went right then after that to Northrop Grumman Shipbuilding, where in 1987 he joined the Los Angeles-class submarine team, the construction division there, and worked his way up quickly, skyrocketed really, to president. And I would say that while I'll leave the specific accomplishments to the video, it is, I think I'd like to just spend a few moments to tell you about what makes Mike Petters such a terrific leader, and those are his standards of integrity and character. He's been the president of Huntington Ingalls, president and CEO since 2011, and it is his commitment to quality, to safety, and to building people up that set him apart. You know, you can walk around the shipyards now, our shipbuilders in Huntington Ingalls, and they will remark about their contact with Mike Petters, the fact that he remembers every one of their names as he moves around the shipyard, everyone that he literally grew up with on the Newport News waterfront. And one of Mike's favorite things to do, and it's evident, you see him just come alive when he does these, even as the CEO, is the quarterly ship walks, where he goes down to the ships under construction at Newport News and Ingalls and talks to the waterfront, talks to the people that are building those ships. And so Mike always can go home and put his head down at night and call it a good day when he's spent a lot of time in his steel-toed shoes. But what characterizes Mike even further is his humility. Mike grew up on a cattle and orange farm. He is the oldest of 6 kids. He drives a Ford Expedition, and his new one right now is relatively new, and that's because he just drove his last one into the grave. I mean, several 100,000 miles until it finally gave up the ghost, and he had to put Big Blue down. And so there's also a sense of Mike's service, and he continues to serve out of uniform on many boards: the Aerospace Industries Association, the Virginia Business Council, the United States Naval Academy Foundation, Naval Aviation Museum, and many, many others. Of note, he serves on the team An Achievable Dream, a local school for at-risk youth, where he and his wife Nancy sponsor college scholarships for high school graduates. Now, you can judge a person, I always find, by the company they keep, and Mike has kept the strong Navy tradition of marrying way over his head, way up. And the passion for education runs deep in the Petters family. Nancy and Mike have been married for 32 years now, and for all that time, Nancy's been teaching preschool at the school in Newport News. And they've taught this commitment to education to their daughters as well. Sarah taught at a charter school in Atlanta and is now working on her PhD in educational psychology. And Carolyn has been teaching at a charter school in Brooklyn. That's hardcore. And since she's finished up her master's degree at New York University. So Mike and Nancy, through and through, people of integrity and character, and have built a terrific family. I will tell you the other thing, as Mike has become more senior, he's maintained 2 qualities that I think are absolutely essential. One, to be around Mike is to get a terrific sense of his openness to learning. You just talk to the people that Mike grew up with, or anybody at Huntington Ingalls Industries, and they will tell you that he respects the people who work for him and always makes sure to learn from them. He never pretends to have all the answers, because he knows in his heart of hearts that he does not, and the best answers will come from his people. The other thing is that Mike is committed to principles, especially the principles of the importance of integrity and character. And as I've watched Mike rise to higher and higher leadership positions, I've noticed that the higher he's risen in the organization, the more and more time Mike spends on character and integrity. It is just so important. And so his generosity, his humility, his leadership and compassion are legendary, and I'm so thrilled to be here to present this award here tonight and to be with him again. I'm proud to call him a friend and a colleague. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd ask you just now to direct your attention to the screen to learn more about a truly great leader and my great friend, Mr. Mike Petters.